He was around for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, I figured you'd be there.
I said, you know, around for lunch.
Oh,
We're gonna know big said coach questions.
yeah, I mean, feel fortunate to win that game. Obviously, we didn't play great. Scored just enough runs. Give them credit. You know, Murray State, they came out swinging the bats and, you know, they played hard. They were fighting to get a win. And I thought our guys, you know, we did a pretty good job of jumping on a couple mistakes, scoring a run here or there. Good to see Souza, freshman, come through with the home run that tied it up. It really the base it up the middle again after fighting and punched in a couple more runs. Thought he obviously had a really good couple of days. And, you know, Molina did a nice job giving us the opportunity early to, you know, to stay in the game and get the lead after, you know, we finally scored there in the third, I think. Didn't maybe walked one, struck out 9 or 10. And, you know, he had good stuff. He didn't have his best stuff, but changeup was good. Made a couple mistakes and, you know, their hitters, they got to the point where they started sitting on his changeup a little bit. And then we started making some more fastballs, but, you know, McIntyre threw, I think in the two games, maybe 5 in the third, something like that. And only threw like 60 some pitches total. What do you throw today? 43, yeah, 53 pitches or something. So really good job by Mac. Obviously we'll give him Tuesday off, but, feels good to win 3, especially when we didn't play very well today and we still found a way to win because our pitching did a nice job. And we hit just enough.
Dave, how much do y'all talk about or practice the infield fly rule, and just what was your perspective of that play?
Yeah, we couldn't even hear the umpire call it in the dugout. The players heard it, so they knew he was out. So basically, the way the rule reads, obviously, is if runners try to advance, it's at their own risk. I think that's the way it reads, and they did. And so it wasn't a forced play. I don't think anymore. He had to tag, and we were screaming as loud as we could for him to tag him, not to just step on the plate. So. Yeah, haven't been involved in one like that in a while. A little confusing when the ball went in the air. The first thing I said was, yeah, that's an infield fly rule. But then when the ball hit the ground, started running away from people, I was kind of getting a little on edge. But, you know, give credit to the guys. They didn't panic, even though they probably couldn't hear a word we were saying, the crowd, the wind, and they knew how to get that last out.
And you mentioned Souza in your open there. Was starting him again today, was that maybe just kind of a reward for his hit yesterday? And then just how nice is it to have a freshman like that perform like that?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a reward. We felt like that, you know, just let him go up and hit with that little slice. And when you drive the ball left-handed, you have a chance to get one out. And sure enough, he did it. You know, he's played solid defense, really good runner. It just felt like that he deserved to get another game in back to back. And, you know, I don't know. It's fun to watch freshmen that have success and, you know, you can play them this year. You know, you can build around them for the future.
I think Will now he's logged the most innings for you guys out of any pitcher. Just, you know, how good has he been not only this weekend, but overall, and, you know, especially in those important spots, like when he came in today and got you out of that jam.
Yeah, I mean, to have an older guy in those tight situations, whether it goes good or not, it seems like the right thing to do. You know, we'll try to keep an eye on him and get some other guys in there, but you know, it just he didn't throw 10 pitches the other day, and he really wanted to get back out there today. We didn't know if he was going to give us an inning, 2 innings, and he felt really good. He had a quick eighth inning for the most part, except we didn't catch a ball, and you just felt like, let's just go let him get back out there in the ninth. And, you know, first 2 hitters, he got through them real quick. And then that leadoff man, there's a really good player. Obviously got a hit and it got a little interesting, but it's really good to have a veteran like that eat up a lot of innings.
Is there a different confidence this year with Mason being your Sunday guy? I mean, there's not a lot of Sunday third game guys like him in the country.
Yeah, he's hard to square up. He pitches. He's a good pitcher, you know, throw the ball 90, 92, 93, good changeup. today his breaking ball was just okay. So he basically went with that 2-pick type mix. He threw a couple sliders that were good. Yeah, it gives you a lot of confidence going into Sunday when you got some veteran type guys that are going to be on the mound.
Yeah, Dave, I guess his strikeout ratio, 37 strikes on 43 pitches. That's kind of ridiculous. What you think of that?
Yeah, that's amazing. I didn't realize that. I mean, that strike percentage is something else. You know, some of them were strikes they took, some of them were pitches they thought were strikes that were out of the zone, and that's what good pitcher can do to you. They fool you a little bit, and yeah, I mean that's amazing. 37 out of 43 or whatever you just said. That's just awfully good.
And then, he comes in the bases loaded, and we know that was a crazy play, but he got out of that. And then with the drop, there were 2 guys on, so he left a lot of guys on base. He pitched with traffic, but what'd you think of how he handled that?
Yeah, he's good at that. Didn't shake him up or anything. You know, the 8th inning when he gets 2 quick outs and they had a single, and then we drop a ball in right field or whatever happened there. You know, then it takes him 1 pitch to get the next hitter out on a pop up. So, I mean, you never know in baseball. You make a mistake like that. A lot of times, a flare one in or something crazy will happen. He made a pitch away, and the guy popped it up. So, I don't think having runners is phasing him too much at the moment.
Coach, what did you see from Gage Wood?
Yeah, just made a couple mistakes. You know, think about. I think he got the first hitter out pretty easy, and then he had the next hitter down like 1-2. Threw a cutter that needed to be down and away where it was called. And it ended up going kind of probably started in, ended up down the middle in, kind of just ran it right into his barrel. And he singles to left. And, you know, that's kind of the way it works. You know, the game can be really fragile sometimes. And he's struggling a little bit. And he needed a game where he could gain his confidence. You know, hopefully we'll put him back out there on Tuesday.
You said yesterday that you were a little worried about the win today. Did it affect you as much as you thought it would?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, right fielder kicked once because of it. It affected their team just as much, really. I think we took advantage of one of their miscues out there, and they didn't take advantage of ours on the drop ball and right. They took advantage of the ground ball to first, where you had 2 options there. Throw to home, he's out easy because you're kind of moving that way. If you're going to get it out at second, try to turn the double play, you got to make a good throw. And neither of those happened. And, you know, I think that was the inning that maybe that we had the pop up that got a little nutty. But, you know, like I said, I feel fortunate to win the game. I didn't feel good about what I just saw really, except for Will and a couple of guys swinging the bat. Other than that, it wasn't great.
Jared snared that liner out of the air to win the game. Is he kind of slowly become like the captain of the infield defense, or
Well, we knew he was a really good defender. You know, he's made a couple errors, at least on paper. That's what it says. He's a good defender. He can play all 3. He can play all 4 positions. As a matter of fact, I told him before the game, since I was, DH and, our first baseman that's always out there, McLaughlin, that if I needed to pinch hit, bring in a left-hander, to hit for Wagner, that he might have to go in and play first. And his comment to me was, I played there a lot. So he can play anywhere. And so is he a captain on the infield? I don't know. He doesn't say a whole lot. Most guys from Philly say a lot. He doesn't say a whole lot. I kid him all the time about it.
Yeah, Dave, y'all aren't clicking on offense like maybe you would hope, but y'all are not striking out very much at the plate. Is that a good thing? Like, does that maybe give you hope moving forward?
Yeah, just like I don't think we had a sack fly until the last couple of days. Now we have 2 that I know of, and we've hit into a couple double plays that have scored runs, but at the time we just needed to add on. Hopefully, in the next few days or in the next week or 2 before we start conference play, we start putting together some big innings there. But we are putting the bat on the ball and advancing runners. We're just doing the little things there that is helping us win games while our pitching's really, really good right now. The offense will get there.
Go. Nice job.
Okay.